And today, let's look at how we're going to use ChatGPT to generate titles and descriptions for YouTube videos. Now, I've checked since yesterday, and as you can see, my numbers are up. And this is just because I've updated the titles and descriptions of several videos using ChatGPT. All of that extra traffic is just because ChatGPT has done a particularly good job. Okay, let's have a look at which video I'm going to update the title and description on. Do I need a logo? Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so if we have a look at this one, the title is How Important is a Company Logo? I chose that as the title because I wanted this video to be available to anybody who's asking this question into YouTube or Google. So that seemed to me to be the most suitable title. Well, we didn't get that many views, and I'm pretty confident it's because the description is so terrible, so that YouTube, the algorithm, was unable to determine who to show it to. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we change this. So we know that information has got to change. By the way, I've got TubeBuddy installed as a plugin. If I click here, it will even help me generate a title. But we're doing AI today, so we're not going to touch that. Okay, if we carry on going down, we also have tags. Now, the purpose of these tags originally was for us to put additional information, additional search terms. These were almost like hashtags, but for a different purpose, whereby if there were synonyms which are different to the word we've used in the title that other people might be using, we could put them here. So if I was writing something for the British market, okay, I had a Nissan Juke in the UK, and that particular year they made the boot bigger. So we could have something like Nissan Juke has bigger boot. And then here in this section, as a tag, we would put Nissan Juke has a bigger trunk, because the Americans might want to type trunk and we don't want to lose that. So you could put it here. But what I also do as well is I put other possibilities that I would have used as the title. So for example, if I was to create a title for this particular one, I would come up with something like how to use AI to generate titles and descriptions for YouTube. And then of course, hashtags. I've noticed when I search on my videos, for example, let's quickly do it now so I can show you. I noticed this yesterday because I'm reevaluating absolutely everything for personal curiosity right now. If we go to this one, for example, so what would happen if, and we look at the description, can you see up here? These are hashtags. So I also want to have hashtags. We know we want to have tags for commonly misspelled or things like that, or different search terms, synonyms, different possibilities for the title. We know we want to put those there. And we know the description has got to contain information. Well, where the bloody hell is that information going to come from? Simple. The subtitles. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a prompt, and then we're going to run it. Then we're going to read ChatGPT's interpretation of what we've asked for. And if it's correct, we're going to then post the subtitles, and let it generate the title, let it generate the description, let it generate the hashtags and YouTube tags, and Bob's your uncle. So we know that we want to create a YouTube title and description for a YouTube video using its subtitles that I will post below. I want you to write the description in a positive sales speak and with passion. I don't want it to sound as sexy as a phone book. I would like you to use emojis and create 10 hashtags at the end. These hashtags must be on one line and separated by a space. Now, the reason why I put that about it being on one line and separated by spaces is because when I did this originally 2 days ago, it gave it me in a line, and I don't want to have to keep deleting it all and reformatting it. So by telling it how to do it in the first place, it's going to be fine. I would also like 10 YouTube tags, also on one line, but separated by a comma. Okay, this is important because the commas are what separates them with the little X's, which you will see at the end. So that's why we have to mention that there. So now we've got the hashtags, we've got the tags, we've got the title, we've got tone of voice. Yeah, we've got absolutely everything in there. So I think this is ready to go. Let's run it. Absolutely. Please go ahead and paste the subtitles for the YouTube video. Let me get to work with it. Okay, once I have them, I'll craft a compelling title, great. A passionate and persuasive description with emojis, great. 10 SEO-friendly hashtags on one line, great. And 10 YouTube tags, also on one line, comma separated. Ready when you are. That is absolutely fantastic. So let me show you how we're going to get our hands on the subtitles, because it's the subtitles that's going to give ChatGPT all the information it needs to create this description. I'm just going to go subtitles. And then watch this. We just download it. I'll download it as an SRT. I'm going to download it on my desktop. I'm going to call it, Christ, what's this video about? Logos. Logos, captions. Save. Logos. Got it. Open it. And inside here, I'm using Word. Inside here, Command, sorry, I'm on a Mac today. It's Control on Windows. Command A, Command C, I've copied it. We're going to go to ChatGPT. And now I'm going to paste. Now, look, can you see this image thing here? I don't know if this is just with the MacBook Pro. I can't ever remember this happening on Windows. But not only is it pasting the text, it's trying to upload this image. Now, when I uploaded the image, it caused me problems later. So I'm going to close this, get rid of it, and now I'm just going to upload the SRT. And look at that. You don't need a logo until you do. Why branding wins long term? I don't really like the title. So I'm going to leave the title the way it was. But I'm going to take the emojis because I love using emojis now. I could have actually asked within the prompt to make all titles a question. But this is only a theory I've got at the moment. So I'm going to leave it like it is for now, but I'm still going to change it for mine for obvious reasons. I don't think people use the word company when they're talking about logos, so we can get rid of that. How important is a logo? Right. Okay, let's have a look at the description. Is a logo really important when starting a business? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that looks absolutely lovely. So let's just cut and paste that in. I've got the description, I've got some fancy emojis, I've got the hashtags. Underneath the hashtags, I've got the normal YouTube tags. Well, that goes into a different box, so we'll keep that separate. So I'll copy the bit in the middle. I'm going to copy it here, leaving my social stuff there. That's absolutely fantastic. How quick was that? And then let's go and get those YouTube tags. Boom, boom. And we need to put them here. So let's get rid of all of that. Put these in. Branding, logo design. Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Is there anything else I have to do? Well, let's save that first. Let's go back to the one we've just done.
Now, use to your business.
Now I've got TubeBuddy installed, which means in a minute I'm going to get some stats turning up here. It's going to show me if I've done everything. Well, look at this. This is great. These are all of those YouTube tags. I've got the high resolution thumbnail, comment pinned. Something else which is worth mentioning is if you pin a comment, it's going to increase the likelihood of YouTube really pushing your video. Comment hearted. Well, I can do that. Info cards added. Liked on Facebook, chapters added, end screen added. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and do that. Please help me help you by subscribing. That's my comment. Then I will pin it. Then I will like it. So that's hearted. Info cards added. Yeah, let's add the info cards. Well, it's about 13 minutes long. So let's just do one every 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll go to 3 minutes and we will add an info card, which will be a video. And we will use the welcome video first. That's all right. 6. We'll do another card. This time we'll do always have a plan B. Okay, that's magic. Then we'll do 9. And another card. And this time it will be about, do you need money to start a business? Okay, that's great. So we've got the cards. And it said we had to add an end screen, do you remember? So we'll apply a template. We'll apply this one. And it's here. So this one is for best for the viewer. I like it to have. So this one is best for viewer. This one is most recent upload. Yeah, that's fine. How important is your logo? A couple of emojis. AI generated description. Is the logo really important? Blah, blah, blah. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Hashtags. So the only thing left are the chapters, and we'll look into that in another video. Well, I hope you find that of interest. Thank you for listening.